Hi, my name is Mike Sigler, and this week we are reviewing websites and checking the validity of a website based on what we learned this week in our course. And I chose Britain for Americans. And the first page is an introduction, and it's really just pretty basic, nothing much by looking at the introduction page that you can tell from this website. We live here, we are called British people, find out all about us and the way we live. And as you start to look through this, you start to see some different things right away. Under language, you have a comparison of what they say is a correct spelling and implying that the British spelling is not correct. And they have some silly definitions here already, or why so different. As they say, you look at meter and meter, it says we're new to metric measurements and always get this wrong. That's obviously not even true because they've been on the metric system for years, as opposed to Americans who are not. And it's just a silly comment. And then labor and labor, we're not used to working hard, so we can't spell it. And you go down below here, and nothing too severe. I'm not sure what's going on here with this phrase and meaning. F4, bleeding yaks, shoddy. I don't know if these are real or not, but they sound pretty silly. But as you move on through the website, it becomes more evident that this is, I don't know, kind of even a futile attempt to be funny. I'm not sure who this author has, why they have it out for people in England or in Britain, but just under geography, they have things like the water at the bottom is called the English Channel. People below this speak in foreign languages and eat funny food. And they talk about Eskimos down here. The water at the top is very cold. Eskimos swim in it. We don't go there very often. And the tourist attractions are few and far between. So, going on, transport, there's a pretty blatant, severe accusation. It says here one of the requirements of taxi companies is that 90% of their drivers be homosexual. So I thought that was pretty offensive. Don't know, again, who created this website or who they're trying to impress, or and they all been silly down here with the air travel. This little plane leaving London Airport. Then horseback riding. And then finally, with music and food and drink, again, just some kind of silly things going on. The English pub, they talk about, how not to play darts, I guess. Or it says darts is a common pub game. Your opponent will throw darts at the circular board. Your object is to pull them out faster than you can throw them. If you see a game in process, reserve your place by rubbing out all the numbers on the blackboard. All right. Obviously, not going to fare well in any kind of bar if you do that. Here's something about all the snacks are free. Remember that free snacks such as crisps and peanuts are kept behind the bar to retain freshness. For goodness sake, don't let them rip you off by demanding money. So, again, don't know what the goal is here. It's kind of, I guess some of the things are kind of funny, but nothing that I wouldn't think would cause a lot of people to visit the site and have a huge laugh, and they need a little work on their humor. So that was just all that I just walked through was just kind of checking the validity of the website in my mind, just reading it, and it's really easy to see what's silly in here and what's kind of made up. So the next steps would be to look at the bottom of the page to see if there's any author information, and there is none. And this is only one of the pages, but I assure you that all these links have no author at the bottom. You have this click here for more of the same web design, and that just brings you to this Red Hat Enterprise Linux test page. Doesn't give you much information here. And this is the same page actually you get to if you use another strategy and back out part of the web address to try to go higher up to see if you can find an author. And again, you get to this test page. It just kind of says that they're having some problems here, undergoing routine maintenance. I've checked this website throughout the week and it's had the same response. So don't know if it really is being worked on or if it's actually just shut down now. I'm not really sure. And if you even back out more and just go to Brookview, you get something a little different, but it's still not very helpful. Welcome to brookview.net. This website's under construction. Please check back later. And this many hits since 2007, May 15th, 2007. So not really anything that you could look for. You could look for an author. So that's kind of where my review of this website ends. And the reflection, you know, it's a nice process to go through. I'm glad that we had a chance to, even though I think all the websites presented to us were all invalid, or lacked validity, and it was nice to kind of use the tools and try to think about why. Well, tell me, you know, prove it that they're not valid. They don't have an author. They don't have. They're not really linked to anything, or so. I think it was a good exercise. I think I kind of was able to apply a few of the things I learned this week. In terms of students, I think this activity would be good to use for students. Obviously, I wouldn't use this website because of some of the content, but I'm sure there's other ones that were presented to us, such as the Tree Octopus, and even MartinLutherKing.org. I think is a very extreme example, but one that I think that the students could learn a lot from in terms of how strikingly different that was. But so I think there are some applications that for our students that we could kind of follow the same process to teach how to search for validity. So those are my thoughts, and thank you.